Hey YouTube, coming at you with a Great League team that I used last week, and it is Shadow Scizor, Corsola, Blastoise. This team may not look different to you because that is because I used this somewhat version last week. Shadow Scizor, Corsola, and I used Lapras, but I thought that Corsola was going to have problems with Dark, and Lapras with Psywave just makes a Dark issue. Blastoise can act as a safe swap as well, and has rollout for if you can run into like a Mandibuzz. That's one of the hardest answers you're going to get for Corsola, so having something like Blastoise to be able to kind of deal with that is going to be strong. So team did very, very well. Got my highest elo of the season. Shadow Scizor is a beast. Not surprising, like double weak to fire. Safe swap is Blastoise or Corsola. Depends what you see on the lead. And then mostly probably shielding Scizor through this and then trying to run with the... Yeah, trying to just shield and then keep switch. So Dragalge, it has acid. So that is resisted. Scizor is very glassy, so as you're going to see here, the Aqua Tail still chips me to the yellow, even though it is a non-stab, not good move on Dragalge. But I do get to Night Slash here, and I get the attack boost, which is huge. Take it out in Bullet Punch. We'll see what they come in with. It is a Jellicent, so Bullet Punch is resisted on the water, but we have a super effective Night Slash that's already boosted. So we are going to stay in here and try and plow through this, get to another move here, hopefully. That's great. They're likely to shield. Again, I'm double boosted, so that Night Slash would hurt a lot. So they do shield. I'm just going to Corsola. I'm probably going to have to bring 2 shields. The problem is Hydro Cannon and Skull Bash are both resisted on Jellicent, so I don't really have a choice. Even if they get 2 shields right back here, I kind of have no other choice here. I just need to kind of double shield and take this out, and then we'll see what they have in the back. And they are scared of what they have in the back because they just top left. Okay, AZUMARILL, Bullet Punch is neutral, super effective on Fairy, resistant on water. They switch out into Drapion, and kind of too slow, but it's more just like, I don't really know where I'm going here. By the time I do realize it's too late, and I'm going to try and catch the Aqua Tail in this one, yeah. So I knew they kind of spammed Aqua Tail as fast as possible, so I tried to catch the Aqua Tail on the Blastoise this time around, and I do. And get to the Hydro, so this will take out before they get a Crunch off or grab a shield, which I'll live with Crunch depending what they want to do here. They do shield, so wanting to get this Crunch off, I'll live. So here comes a Crunch, do live, do get to the ooh. You know what, that's okay. I can just come in and Bullet Punch down and come out with so much energy here. So as long as it's not a fire, it is a Marowak. And that is okay, because here comes a super effective Trailblaze. They do let it go. Going for the Night Slash here. They shield, which makes me think that they're scared of what is in the back here. Oh yeah, the AZUMARILL. And I've got a shield, and I got Trailblaze, and I'm boosted. So Scizor putting in work here. Steelix. Yeah, I remember this too. This is a tough one. So Steelix resists the Bullet Punch. Neutral Night Slash and Trailblaze, non-stab, not going to do a ton. Corsola could just come in. I would have to worry about a Crunch, and at best it's a neutral. Blastoise has a super effective Hydro, but Rollout is resisted, and they have super effective Thunderfang, and as you can see here, they do take Switch. Now I did grab 1 shield and take it to the Deep Red. So I guess that's sort of what you want to do, worst case scenario here. I'm just going to come eat the rest on Corsola here. Take these moves, just knowing that Scizor with shield is pretty good overall. Probably instant swap here. Yeah, I'm already 2 times lower defense here. There's no way I'm standing in here. So out comes the Kommo-o. It's fighting and Dragon, and that resists all my charge moves. So I'm just going Night Slash here. Just trying to chip again with this. Maybe I can go 1 more Bullet Punch and Night Slash down. And out comes their Scizor. I saw quite a lot of Scizors. It's a pretty fairly common Pokemon now. Get that Night Slash off. Can I get another one off? I can, which is huge. Now they're going to have probably 2 Night Slashes, which means I'm going to have to let the first one go here because I cannot have them boost and take me out. So I have to let it go. I have to commit to the farm down and shield, so I come out with some energy. Watch us snipe because it's been a while here. And there is the Kommo-o. So we're going to have to take this out here with the Nightshade. This will take out. I think they're probably one Astonish away from being taken out here. Yep. Mirror Match. Zero attack, not in my favor here. Night Slash does not one-shot, but it puts you at like 2 HP. It's basically puts you within like 1 or 2 bullet punches. So you have to shield. I just lost CMP, so I may make an instant swap here. Yeah, even though it looks like I boosted on that Night Slash, by that point I had already committed to I just lost CMP. I'm going to just get out of here. And do shield up potential Night Slash. Lapras. Gonna get off the Skull Bash, which is neutral. I mean, I think I tried to shield up a potential Trailblaze, but clearly did not work here. I know that they're just farming. I don't want them to get to a Skull Bash, so if they're gonna get to it and take me out, I'd rather just chip here. And if they can't take me out, I don't think I can get to a Skull Bash before they get to 2 Sparkling R's, and it is a Skull Bash. I can try an instant swap here, get a couple more energy. Scizor comes in, gonna get my Night Slash off, so this will take out or grab that last shield. Does grab that shield. They're gonna have to throw. Can I Astonish down before they get to another Night Slash? It looks like I need 2. And I do take it out. And it's the Mandibuzz in the back. And that is tough for Corsola. It is a wing attack, which I guess, or not wing attack, a air slash, which makes it, I guess, a bit easier, but not really. Still a bad matchup. As you can see, Power Gem not even going to do 50% health here. So here comes the next Power Gem. Does not quite take out. And I probably should have tried to catch on the one and throw here. Yeah, I should have caught. Again, I don't think it matters. I can't really Astonish down. And they air slash me down, yeah. Dugong. You know, Ice Shard is resisted, so it's a good one to stand with. These pure ground types are tough because, I mean, Corsola, you have a Hydro Cannon Blastoise, but obviously the resisted rollouts are a little tricky to kind of go through here. So I threw a move and then I caught on the Corsola. Again, just eating the damage, farming, coming out with energy, not using a shield. Should be a pretty straightforward gameplay when you're using this Pokemon. Dugong comes back in, and this thing does have Power Gem, so we'll just start throwing it. Here comes the first one. Does grab a shield. If they go for the aggressive farm down, I'm going to get another one. And now, again with the strategy, this thing is loaded, so I'm going to come in and take a neutral drill run on a glassy Pokemon, or am I just going to eat it on the Blastoise? Right, so you eat this drill run on the Blastoise, see how much it does. Okay, that's okay. And what's in the back? You have a Cladle. How the mighty, I was going to say mighty, it wasn't even mighty. How the first time usable Pokemon after 20 buffs have fallen this time around. So they lowered my attack, so I'm going to instant swap. The problem with this, and I don't even know if this is the right move, I'm going to come in here to reset the attack. Night Slash does not take out, and rollout is resisted, so it's not like I can take this out without throwing a charge move anyways. So I don't know if that was the right play, and they come back in here, Dugong. I can live a drill run, and Ice Shard is resisted. So I can probably get to 2 Hydro Cannons here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. 1 Hydro to take out the Dugong, another to take out the Cladle. Blastoise Bulk coming in handy here. Back to back for the win. Scizor into Jellicent. Kind of a weird one. So obviously Bullet Punch is resisted. Night Slash and Trailblazer are super effective. As you're going to see here, I wonder if this is the one I let go. I remember letting go of 1 and the Surf does like 90%. Yeah, I'm left with like 1 HP. And they just snipe me with Gastrodon. So I'll get a move off, but I'm left with 1 HP. So I grabbed a shield, which is nice. Coming Corsola. Body Slam's resisted, which means there's a likely higher chance that they're just going to go straight for the Earth Power. You could bait. It's a very risky bait. One that I don't think is worth it. So it makes it an easier shield there. Do get to the Nightshade. Not enough to take out. Try to commit to the farm down. They get to move. I can live in Earth Power, but it's going to put me pretty low. I do take it out. I have energy. I'm going to throw pretty much blind here. The Jellicent comes in. Okay. They do let it go, which is huge. And then we both instant swap. And now it's just a pacing thing. And on 12 and 9, I will outpace if they go straight Trailblaze here. So I do shield. And it is, I mean, terrible fast move timing on my part there. But it was, and they let it go. Yeah, they let it go because they know they weren't going to outpace here. And speaking about pacing, as long as I live a Shadow Ball, I will take this out on the next Hydro. So we will see if I can live a Shadow Ball. I probably can. Blastoise is pretty bulky. Yeah, and I live with enough to get to a Hydro, and they know it. Credillip. Nice lead. Bullet Punch super effective. Out comes Golisopod. You're just seeing my hesitation. I should be coming Corsola because I should recognize that it is Fury Cutter. Yeah. You need to make that switch sooner. You got to recognize it's Fury Cutter. Like, it's nervous when you see Golisopod because you're like, is this Shadow Claw? Is this super effective? But with Fury Cutter resisted and you as a ghost, you should just be coming in here and getting ahead on energy and stuff. So I do take 2 Aqua Jets. I do keep switch with energy. And it looks like it's an acid Credillip here. So they're going to have to... this thing's bulky, so they probably can resist it, acid me down. Which means they're going to come out with like a move and a half here. Which just makes it tricky. Oh, so yeah, and that's why I'm not lighting them, right? Even if I need to shield this, I refuse to let them get that farm down. And it is a Mandibuzz in the back. So Bullet Punch is resisted, but this is, I think, a mistake. If both your charge moves are resisted, I think you just go for the Trailblaze to guarantee that you get the attack buff. Because the Bullet Punch is what's, unless you get the double attack buff like that and then you force them to throw. I guess you need 1 attack buff. I think statistically it probably still makes sense to go Trailblaze. But yeah. So I know they have the Credillip, so I have to let this go. And out it is. Out it comes. So Hydro is neutral. They're half rock. So this probably takes out from here, which is why you see the shield. And they get to a move, which means I'm going to have to shield. Do they have 2 moves here? They go rock 2. Over farm it a bit. I guess I have an idea how much energy they have. And I just instant swap. I instant swap knowing that I want to lower, like reset that attack nerf. So I can get to the Hydro here. So that even if I don't press the buttons, I still take it out. I mean, I press some of them, but just not enough there. Mirror Match, again, I'll probably lose CMP, which makes it kind of a weird one for me here that I'll need to make a decision. So here we go. Have to shield. Honestly, hope they let it go when I just take it in the 1v0. But if not, maybe I try and catch on a Blastoise, the Night Slash. I could do that. Yeah, I could try and catch on the Blastoise here. And we both instant swap. Both of us trying to catch. And it is a Dunsparce. So glad the Blastoise is seeing this and not the Corsola here. I mentioned Dunsparce is a nice potential option here, given that there are not a ton of fighters, more bugs, which rock is a super effective against, more steels and electric, which ground is super effective against, more ghosts, which you resist. So there's a lot of good play with Dunsparce right now. I tried it. I didn't like it. You do feel the rollout nerf, and I felt it with Blastoise here. Did they just catch a Hydro Cannon on a Marowak? They sure did. Shields down, catching a Hydro Cannon on a Marowak is a decision to be made. Yeah, you do feel the rollout nerf. I do feel it on the Blastoise. I do feel it when I use Dunsparce. It does make a difference. Even though rollout is generally just a fast charging move and you always want to get to the charge moves fast, you do feel it. Shielding a potential Night Slash here. Do I have energy? Is that why I'm shielding? I do have energy. They come Dunsparce. I did see a Dunsparce was coming in, so I did get off the Power Gem. go for the farm down, have energy, throw that Night Slash. They do not want any bit of that, so they're out of here. Annihilape? What do I do here? Annihilape is half ghost, so I could just stay and throw Night Slashes here. The only concern is these counters are really adding up, and they may be able to shield and farm here. Yeah, and now they're going to have at least 1.5 Rage Fist. I'm just forcing them to throw that first Rage Fist. And shielding? Interesting. And out comes Drapion. And Drapion's just... The pacing of Drapion on these crunches... And the problem is one Hydro does not take out. And again, this is where the rollout nerf hurts. So it's going to take 2 crunches to take me out. But it's going to take 2 Hydros to take them out. So being behind on energy to a Drapion... And these rollouts not doing enough to put enough pressure on them. I was going to just let it go, but they actually baited, which is pretty nice there for me. Never bait. And they do let it go. Oh, I know exactly what's coming. A balanced team, and that balance is Diggersby in the back. That is a top left. Fomantis, nice lead for me. Into Ferret. So again, I don't have an immediate answer to this. So I may play this out. Yeah, knowing that I'm just going to outpace here. Yeah, I'm going to play this out. Even if it's a resisted Swift, I'm just going to shield. Bullet punches are adding up. I'll outpace with the Night Slash because I had energy advantage. I can align Course Soul on Fomantis, which resists the bug. And I don't need to like play around with a Trailblaze user that also resists Astonish here. So that is why you just stay in this matchup, take it in this advantage. Out comes Magcargo. I should have got a move off there. That was my fault. But I do get the Blastoise on this. They try and catch. Instant swapping here. I mean, these Leaf Blades do come pretty quick. And it's a good move. As you can see. Does not quite do it. Doesn't do a ton on Corsola, even though I don't even have amazing IVs. Corsola is pretty tanky. Which is why I'm throwing the Nightshade right away. They're not going to take me out on this one. I will farm down. I just need to like throw a move ASAP, burn the timer. Yeah. I'm not surprised that I'm just throwing this ASAP just to make sure that I can burn the timer and swap out and Hydra this for the win. I think there's one more matchup here. I like Scizor. Again, if you've been around on this channel for a while, I was gonna say it's a Pokemon that it's the typing but like the style Pokemon I like, but I don't know if that's totally true. Because I generally like the Pokemon that are fast charging and hard hitting. Swampert, Feraligatr, Togedemaru, what's the other dark? Morpeko. The ones that charge fast and hit hard. Those are the ones I like. This thing charges decently fast, and it does hit hard, but it's a different hit, right? It's not putting on pressure with your charge moves. It's putting a combo pressure on with the Bullet Punch and your charge move, just giving your attack stats and shadow damage that is coming your way. So it's kind of a weird one. I mean, it's not a weird one, but it's just plays all... But does it play differently if you think about the net effect of it? It's an interesting way. Again, this is just me thinking through this. What if the net effect is the same? Am I surprised that I like this Pokemon? And what I mean by that is, I bet you the no fast move damage of like Mud Shot with the Hydro Cannons, or I guess Feraligatr, which does have a lot of fast move damage. Yeah, no, let's just talk about like the no fast move damage Pokemon, like Morpeko, Togedemaru, and then Swampert. I bet you those with no fast move pressure, but really good charge move pressure, probably nets out to the same amount of damage as hard fast move pressure, okay charge move pressure, and yeah, probably in the same timing, because they're both spamming Night Slashes at like 10 and Hydros at 10, right? So anyways, here's a 5-0. So I guess it's not totally surprising that I kind of like Scizor. But yeah, very, very glossy. You need to build bulk with it. That's why I've done it multiple times with multiple bulk Pokemon. Again, as I said in the top teams video, just think through like what is its weakness. It's double E to fire. It's very glossy, so you need at least one fire answer for sure, and 2 bulk Pokemon. So Blastoise is your fire answer. Corsola and Blastoise are your bulk Pokemon in the back. Blastoise could be used as a safe swap here. Make sure you have at least one safe swap in the back when you're using this. Anyways, that is it. So thanks for watching. We will combo Great League Little Cups, so please send those in. Link in the description. If there's an event that comes up, again, this is only, I'm filming this Monday for probably Wednesday or Thursday. So if an event pops up in the next few days for later this week, I'll cover that as well. And I know that there's something happening in the end of August. I actually asked that day, what's going to happen in these next 2 months? I guess there is a big event again happening in the end of August. Anyways, that is it. Now I'm just thinking, is this... I wondered why GoFest and the Global GoFest, the in-person GoFest and Global GoFest were so early. And depending how big they make this end of August event, that's not a bad way. That's a good business strategy, honestly. Again, I don't like where the monetization of this game is going. But given how much money you make for in-person GoFests and these global GoFests, if you do those in-person and global GoFests in June and then give people a 2-month break and then end off the summer with another big event, that's a pretty good way to get people to spend money on the game. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.